Hi, this video tutorial I will cover Java exception handling best practices. Remember throw early, catch late principle. This is probably the most famous principle about exception handling. It basically says that you should throw an exception as soon as you can and catch it late as much as possible. You should wait until you have all the information to handle it properly. Always clean up after handling the exception. If you are using resources like database connections or network connections, make sure you clean them up in finally block. Throw only relevant exception from a method. Relevancy is important to keep application clean. A method which tries to read a file, if throws null pointer exception, then it will not give any relevant information to the user. Instead, it will be better if such exception is wrapped inside custom exception. For example, no such file found exception, then it will be more useful for users of that particular method. Never use exceptions for flow control in your program. We have read it many times, but sometimes we keep seeing code in our project where developer tries to use exceptions for application logic. Never do that. It makes code hard to read, understand and ugly. Validate user input to catch adverse conditions very early in request processing. Always validate user input in very early stage, even before it reaches to the controller. It will help you to minimize the exception handling code in your core application logic. It also helps you in making application consistent if there is some error in user input. In user registration application, if you are following validate user, then insert user, validate address, then insert address, and if problem, then rollback. And if you follow this approach, then it is not correct approach because it can leave you database in inconsistent state in various scenarios. So rather validate everything in first place. Then take the user data in DO layer and make the DB updates. The correct approach is validate user and immediately validate the address. Then insert user, then insert address, and if problem, then roll back everything. And this is about exception handling best practices. And thanks for watching.